Hey, and welcome to the show. This show is brought to you by Patreon members like you.
Thank you for being a Patreon member.
As a Patreon member, you get a video of the podcast that we put out twice a month.
Now, on with the show.
Oh, wow. No, too much?
No.
Is that good?
Yeah.
All right, I should probably just sit up. Oh, yeah, there we go. How you doing?
I'm good. Tired?
Yeah, good weekend?
Yes, that was a good weekend.
What'd you do?
I went to the go-karts, take Sebastian. We played for...
Just the two of you?
Just two of us, yeah. Gabby went somewhere else.
Hours on end?
Yes.
Round and round on the track?
Oh, dude, that was crazy. We get out of the first track, and it's like, okay, let's do it again. And again.
Costa Rica!
That was good.
What's up, everyone?
Oh, you went to Disney.
I went to Disney Springs to meet Install Ninja, Shaughnessy, Canadian.
Yeah. Bobby!
We went to the Polite Pig for dinner, and then we walked around and ended up at Sprinkles for a cupcake.
Sprinkles.
And then Sunday we went to the water park, froze our butts off, and ended up at the House of Blues for dinner, or lunch, I should say.
Okay.
Came back here, picked up my car. Life back to normal, kind of. I mean,
not really.
Kind of. I mean,
have to do
so I picked up my car.
Yeah.
Was trying to leave. My stomach went. And I was like, I'll see you guys at the house. Came back in.
Yeah.
Did some business. Got to the light.
Yeah.
It went. Turned around, pulled back in, came back inside. Spent the next 20 minutes here. Yeah. So apparently the House of Blues timed it perfectly. So Disney time. Yeah. And then went home, started on the edited till 10:30. 10:30 was my window last night because I really wanted to get some sleep. I got up early to go running, and I'm still trying to get over the whole last week thing.
Yeah.
So, it's funny. It's not like I stayed up late at all last week because it wasn't anything like a knowledge fest, but it was just so much. It was so overwhelming. It was just like...
Yeah.
So... Yeah, how to disable 2010 how to say ANC.
Okay.
It should be the silver box.
It should be the silver box.
It's going to be the silver box. It's this big. It's either above the glove box or behind the radio.
Correct. Yeah.
Or up in the tash. Is it in the center channel? Is that the center channel one? Because there's three places that exist.
Yes.
Behind the pocket, above the glove box, or underneath the center channel. It might be the center channel.
Yes.
Dude, all of them are on YouTube. But it's one of those three places. I just want to say you guys are awesome. And we just want to thank you for saying that.
Thank you,
Hey, fellas, I just bought a 2012 Raptor, and it seems to upgrade my Ford Touch system with the Sony. Upgrade is difficult.
Hey, Shaughnessy.
Anything... Is he here?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. No, there's nothing difficult to just say. No, the 2000 Raptor with the Sony system. No, that's an Amp Pro.
Yeah.
So you could just use an Amp Pro with a T harness. If you want to pull the Sony system out, you can go AR with a DSR1. But the Sony system is the dream come true.
Yeah.
So if you go DSR1 and an Amp Pro, if you go AR, what's called the DSR1 way, you buy the T harness. So you're gonna get a T harness like this. So the iData T harnesses for the cars are going to come D, and then that'll be an F. This is for Chrysler. F. And then that'll be the harness that... And
then you pull the amplifier out.
Yeah, you pull the amplifier out. This one was made to go behind the radio. Whereas an Amp Pro...
Hey, what's up, Aaron?
...is made to go behind the radio, and you retain the factory amplifier. So like if you just want to add subwoofers. So Amp Pro is going to have a standard radio harness. This one is for a Toyota.
Yeah. Actually, for the new one,
Corollas.
Yeah.
So a lot of people get confused about what an Amp Pro is because it looks like a high level to low level adapter until you pop the top on it and you go, that's not a high level to low level adapter, because you see this big boy right here. That is the DSP chip built into it. Now, when I say DSP chip, what I'm talking about is not necessarily digital sound processing. It's because remember, not in the sense of like EQ, time alignment. It's digital sound processing. It's digital signal processing. So it's making sure that backup sensors and turn signals and Bluetooth, navigation prompts, and all those things still go where they need to go. The AR and the Amp Pro make great pains to make sure that these things do what they're supposed to do. It is quite a it can be quite a feat, to say the least. But both of them, like if you've got a Raptor, if it's got lane departure warnings and all that stuff, it allows all that stuff to stay where it's supposed to go. So it's a piece of cake, but you're gonna need one of the two.
Bobby, we use 3/4.
What size flex for zero?
Yeah, it's
3/4.
3/4 for zero
back
gauge.
Here and check.
Yeah, 3/4.
Because I know I got
half inch.
More. It's 3/4.
There you go. See?
3/4. You can use half inch.
Yeah, but it's gonna be tight.
It bunches up and it doesn't, and it pulls really tight on the wire and it just doesn't look as good. So
I like to be more like.
Can you remove Chevy airbag, butt hazard lights, buttons without airbag, light turning on? No.
Chevy.
Okay.
Chevy.
Yes, you can unplug them, do your work, and plug them back in, and then once you cycle the ignition, you'll be fine. Yeah. They won't. But yeah, no. So you don't have to disconnect the battery. Honestly, disconnecting the battery is sketchy at best anymore. These cars don't like it.
You don't like the Honda?
No. So we actually the Honda was the worst. Jesus. So we went out and we bought. After our experience with the Honda, we went out and bought this guy right here, and this is designed to either plug into a cigarette lighter or the OBD2, and Jesus, put it in frame, Dean. And this is a battery minder, so this will allow it to, like if we do have to disconnect the battery, we can just plug this in, turn it on, and it'll keep the car's all the memory going the way it needs to. Because geez, it's just real scary anymore. I mean, when we did the 2019 Honda Accord, I can tell you right now, if you disconnect the battery in a 2019 Accord, when you put it back on for any time at all, and you turn the ignition on, it's going to come up and tell you that you need to drive the car. If you don't drive the car, you're going to get the ever-loving crap scared out of you when you go to start it up again, and it tells you that every function in the car is broken. Go see the dealership.
It's gonna be like Christmas lights.
It is like everything: mirrors, tire pressure, everything is gone.
Yeah.
Until you take the battery back off, let it sit, put it back on, turn the car on, and it says drive the car. You drive the car. Now, if you think, oh, I'll drive the car later. No. They give you one opportunity to resync it. And you literally only got to go like 100 feet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 100 feet, and boom, everything works. But if you don't...
So the computer have to see that everything is fine.
You're gonna be like...
Reset the whole thing.
You're gonna be like Fred Sanford. You're coming to see
literally, Dean was like that.
Oh, you were like it too. Hey, from Norway.
What's up,
do
man?
the Rockford Fosgate 675s fit in the Jeep Wrangler without modifications? Yes. I've never noticed you making any, but to ensure I haven't missed. Yeah, so we actually just did a set of those Friday or Saturday. Yeah, they fit right in. That's the bigger ones. Now keep in mind when you're doing those that the crossover is attached inside, so you do have to run that separate wire out if you're going to do the components up to the tweeter. The cup for the tweeter is a little big, the back cup. The front cup is also big. All you have to do is, when you pull the tweeter out of the Jeep, you'll notice there's 3 little teeth. If you round out the cup to the same depth as those 3, the front mount will fit. On the back mount, if you notice this sander over here, if you sand the back cup down to a 1/16 of an inch all the way around, then that will slide up from behind. You can put the front cup in, you can put the screw in, and everything is hunky-dory and it fits like a dream.
All right, I have this one.
I knew I should have filmed that one.
I have a...
Oh, you went dark mode on your phone.
Yeah, man.
Oh, look
I
at
have
you.
a DVC factory sub. Can I run a channel 7 and 8 to each voice call for my power on the Alpine DSP?
Yeah. So that's essentially what I've done with the Alpine DSP. It's running the 2 subwoofers in the back of the Camaro. So 7 is on left, 8 is on right. It'd be the same if it was a dual voice core woofer. It wouldn't matter. You just designate them both as subwoofers. Make sure the crossovers are set the same. You're good. Dumb question. I ran active, but will cap on my tweeters also help at all with pop when I power up my system? Do I need relays help? No, the cap won't help with the pop on the tweeters. First off, you really need to figure out what's causing the pop.
Yeah.
So is it the amplifier causing the pop? Is it everything turning on at once causing the pop? There's a lot of different things that can cause pop. So what you would probably want to do is turn the radio on, turn the car on, have the remote turn on, off, or whatever you have turning it on, and then tap it. If you get a pop, more than likely that is the amplifier is doing something stupid. There's no way to fix that. However, if you don't get a pop,
Marty,
then what that's telling you is that you need some form of a delay. The TR7 Pro? Is that what it's called? Is it the Pro? It's the TR Pro?
Yeah, the TR Pro.
TAC makes the TR7 and they make a version of it called the Pro. And the Pro is programmable on your computer. You can go in and tell it all kinds of things that you want it to do. That's what we use to eliminate any turn on pop or turn off pop. So you can have it trigger on turn on and trigger on turn off. So like if you turn off the key, you can tell it to stay on for a minute. That way everything turns off and then the amplifier turns off. That way, you know, if there is a turn off pop, you're miles away. So that is an option.
Thank you, Wayne.
Okay, hey, we might have Nick Wingate back on.
Oh, really? He's
Yeah, this is, I anticipate a visit this, sorry guys, this is John, the kicker rep. You guys all know he's also our Audison Hertz rep. And I didn't say hi, Marty. Hi, Marty. Oh. Since remote start season is coming, and it is going to be cold, or if you're just a hobbyist and want the best in portable soldering irons, make sure to head over to Aussie Iron. They have two sizes. They have the cool, sexy thin, which I really like. I'm only been using this one now. I feel bad because I paid a lot more for this one. However, this one does have a big charge, so if you're going to be working all day, non-stop, you probably want the bigger one. But both of these are pretty phenomenal. They get hot extremely quick and cool down just as fast. They have a cool light on them to show you that they're on. Yeah. This one is easier to see than that one, but you can still see it. Head over to Aussie Irons at AussieIrons.com and pick up yours. They come in many colors.
Many colors.
Many colors. Yeah, you got the one I wanted. Dude, that was the one I wanted.
This is the cool one.
He grabbed his first, and somehow I paid for it, but I still got you the color you wanted. But anyways, big fan. Check them out.
Marty.
Marty, they last a long time. Like I've recharged that one. I've recharged the skinny one only once since I've been back from Dallas.
I recharged this one when we back from Dallas.
I'm sorry, AussieIrons.us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Check the link out, AussieIrons.us. I still have to link
charge.
Yeah, Elias. Hey, what's up, buddy? Elias has one. Wow, okay. Yep. But if you're an installer and you're getting ready to start remote start season, or if you're just a hobbyist and you want...
You want a good...
I love it. There again, awesome. I know this that wasn't a paid for ad, and there again, .us. It's .us. No,
just kidding,
here's
Marty.
the thing. If I like something, I talk about it.
No, because it works, and it's worth it.
You know,
definitely.
And when that's just it. If I like something, I'm going to talk about it because when I enjoy something, I want everyone else to enjoy it. Yeah. Do you know a good installer around Kentucky? You know, it's funny. I was just talking with a guy from Kentucky. I don't remember his name, but I was just talking with a dude in Kentucky. I have no idea. What's your thoughts on the new kicker key, Fro? I recommend. So I think that's going to work for me. I love the kicker key. I have it in Haley's car. We have what's called the Haley Special, which is a kicker key, new components up front, coaxials in the rear, and an amplified subwoofer. If you caught last Monday's show on YouTube, sorry it wasn't here on Facebook, the excitable person sitting next to me was Fernando, the designer of the kicker key, the guy that actually built and made it and dude, he taught himself DSP. I mean, he taught himself how to design DSP. He paid some guy to teach him calculus so he could figure out how to do DSP. And we went running together about 3 miles. And, get the tools the pros use. Exactly. No, I really like the kicker key. It's going to lead to a bunch of new stuff. That video was fun, by the way. If you guys didn't check out last week it's on YouTube only. We didn't do Facebook, but if you didn't catch last week's, by all means, please go back and watch it because there was a lot of neat stuff. We were actually in the engineering room at one of the there's many, but we were in one of the engineering rooms at Kicker, and there was a lot of neat stuff to see. And I'll just say that.
Hang on. I mean, I'm kind of
Afternoon,
confused right
fellas.
here. Right
Okay,
here.
what do we miss?
It says,
yeah, he's yelling at us.
"Hey, Dan."
Thanks for talking about the Kicker key on your trip to Kicker. I have another. Fernando said Haley's car had 2 keys, so can you use 2 keys front and rear? Her car only has one key.
Yes.
However, yes, you can use 2 keys. However, you cannot use the DSP. You can only use the DSP in the first one.
Yeah, correct.
So it is so. No, it's only made to be run as either a 4-channel system or as a front stage.
Yeah.
Meaning active.
Yeah.
You can use a second one, but it is
only
not
the amplifier.
only as power, not as because you can't do the auto setup with it because the logarithm won't work. Because it's in the back of the car.
Yeah.
It's made for the front of the car only.
Yes.
Right. So I mean, you could use one if you just want to match power.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other things you could do with it too, but that's really
If you actually want a DSP, the Q5000, the 1005 is an awesome amplifier.
I had some new clients stop by the store because of this awesome channel. Well, that's why we're here.
There you go.
We do what we can.
Send the
I
check
need to
later.
make a standalone key DSP and bigger. Yeah, they need. Hey, you never know. You never know. I'm going to start out by saying any of the Kicker questions you guys have, there's limited things I can and can't talk about my trip. However, there's a great video that I'm editing right now. You guys, what's Kicker?
What's up, Manny?
Only one of the best car audio companies on the face of the earth. And
What's Kicker?
When the video comes out later this week, you guys are going to be blown away by just the amazing amount, just the staff that's there and the amount of people that do things. But back to what I was saying, there's only certain things I can and can't talk about because our friend Bart, who's been on the show before, who is what I call the Kicker Ninja, when I got there, he was like, sign this. It was a non-disclosure agreement that says I can't talk about certain things. So things I can talk about, I'll talk about. Things I can't talk about, I can't talk about.
Hey.
But needless to say, though, everyone is going to be happy. And that's what matters.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All
right.
Yes.
I have a 2016 Jeep Compass. I want to put components in the front, and it looks like it has a space for a tweeter in the dash.
Yeah.
Do you know if that's true? It's a 2016.
Yeah. If it didn't come with it from the factory, it does have the dash-mounted tweeters up top, and it's a 6x9, so you could do a 6x9 component. You might be able to do the Kenwood 6x9 2.5.
The 2.5? Yeah.
It might. If at minimum, you'll be able to do a tweeter for sure. So, but yeah.
Or you can do the 7-inch with the tweeter in the top.
You could do, but it's a 6x9. Just get a 6x9. Now we all have 6x9s. There's no reason. So yeah, I would. Yeah, you should be able to pop that off, by the way, and it should just be space. It was good talking to you, Fro.
Ben.
Thanks.
Ben was
Thanks for the
talking
advice
with
of the
Fro.
key. There you go. Well,
There you go.
Fro's the man. You can
It
find
is.
Fro out on the other coast, up in the colder, rainy portion of the world in Oregon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Car Stereo King.
I was gonna say, you gotta help me here, man. I wear a shirt to bed all the time, just thinking of Fro. With the skeleton. Stereo Kings.
Yeah.
They have 4 locations. You can also find him on YouTube at Stereo Kings.
King.
He does unboxings, reviews. Thank God he's doing unboxings, reviews, because those other guys, they've just dropped the ball on it. So if you want, did Paul shut off the air?
I hope not.
Because it just got like hot in here. Check. I can't wait to try and get my hand on one of the new. Yeah. Yeah. You know what was there? Did you see the Instagram I did from there that had the? We gotta change those filters. Did you see the Instagram I did where the big truck was there with the many woofers that we were talking about? Yeah, that was cool. Jeff Smith's in the house. What's up, buddy? I was gonna call him yesterday just to say hi because it's been like 2 weeks since I've talked to him. Then I decided to go to bed. So, yeah, that's that. Oh, one other thing I wanted to talk about real quick. This is a new product that Viper has finally released, and that means that we could talk about it. So this is a plugin. It's an OBD2 plugin for GPS tracking. So this, you get a monthly subscription, this plugs in, and this will allow you to track the whereabouts of your car from your phone. That comes with the data plan and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
What's cool about this is it's small enough to travel with. So we have a video we're going to film about it and have a lot of fun. And this is definitely going in Haley's car because she's driving back and forth to school right now, and I want to be able to keep an eye on what's going on.
Ada?
But yeah, that's the truck. That's the one, Jeff. The YP Power SPL van thingy. Is that it? Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
That's Ada.
You won't call Jeff the Smith. But anyways, this is a really cool. It's just came out. And it's programmable on your own. You don't actually have to go to a dealer to do it, so it's pretty neat. So, talking about the YP power thing, it was inside the facility, which is where we were filming. We parked it inside. You gotta wait to see. The amount of room these guys have there is silly. But the thing is when it first got there, because it's the battery guys, dude, there was no fuses in this thing. There's none at all. So the first thing they had to do before they can even pull it in the building was disconnect everything, because you can't have something inside a building that isn't properly fused, because you could burn the whole thing down. So fusing is important.
That's what
Jeff
say.
Smith, you should get on 12 volt talk and talk to. It's okay. I'll you know what? I'll see if I can get Jeff in touch with Derek and Vega and get him on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard. A must with teens now. I don't even know what that was. And it works with the DS4. Oh yeah, and that's the other cool thing about it. So if you have a DS4 alarm system already in your car, thank you, Ada. So this is a standalone piece, or it will plug into. So you don't have to buy the because it's Bluetooth. You don't have to buy the other module that they make. You can just buy this. And this will pair up to the DS4, and so you'll be able to start your car, unlock and lock the doors right from the app on your phone, and also take it out and travel with it.
Oh, nice.
And do so. It's really kind of cool because I know up north this is going to be big because the DS4 remote start, unlock, and all that is really big and popular. It's not so popular down here, but plug this in, pair the Bluetooth to the two units, remote start your car, unlock and lock your doors. But
where are you planning to put it on? Your car?
No, this is going to go on Haley's car.
Okay.
Although it'll probably, once we get around to putting the DS4 in your car, we'll probably just put it in yours. But it's going to go on hers for right now for shooting the. Because I wanted to shoot the video from the consumer side.
Yeah.
Because we don't do a ton of remote starts.
Right.
I mean, for Ada and those guys up north, that's going to be big up there. But I just, like we always go to Disney. We park our car in the parking lot. It's early in the morning and it's late at night when we come back. And like yesterday when we went to the water park, though the parking lot isn't huge, it was packed. And we walked through the middle of the parking lot. And Sue was like, where do we park?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. And Brandon is correct. Fuse holders aren't important. SPL vehicles only. Agreed. But when you pull it into a big building.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, from Indian Rocks Beach. I'll be there tomorrow. Okay, we'll be here too, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll be here all day.
No plug into the DS4 Bluetooth end. Yep, Bluetooth, just because it's got the cool little Bluetooth lights on it. And it's affordable. So this is pretty cool. We'll be talking about this more as time goes on, once we get it active and whatnot. Are those 3, 4, 5-way speakers any good or worth the money? So the reason why they make 3, 4, and 5-way speakers usually is because they're putting cheap tweeters on there, and it's a sales thing. Some people go, dude, I want a 5-way that handles 200 watts. So there's 4 cheap tweeters on there, and it's good to go. Long time ago, when Hertz had the 3-way high energy 6x9s, those were some of the loudest, awesomest sounding 6x9s because it came with 2 giant tweeters. Giant. Most of the time when you get a 3-way, they're like $79, $89, and these were $550 when they came out. When you look at like a 2-way 6x9, they're usually $250, $300, and you're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And the reason why it's like that is because you get a better tweeter. So the 5-ways are more of a gimmick. That's not to say that some people don't like them. I had a guy that's all he would use is 5-way 6x9s. Whatever works for you, But if you're looking for something that sounds better, 5-way 6x9s, baby. Buying a 2-way, mid-range, big tweeter in the center is usually the way to go. And that's that.
Yeah.
When I come to Florida, can I get you guys to? Yeah, of course. You come here, stop by. You'll also get one of these cool lanyards. Anyone that stops by gets a cool lanyard.
Yeah.
That's the giveaway for coming in to say hi. And what's up, McNulty? How are you?
Man.
We have Ada and McNulty in the house.
And Marty.
Oh,
and
well,
Elias.
Marty. Yeah, they're all here. It's just fun. Thank you all for stopping by.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That stuff is great for motorcycles.
What are we talking about?
Probably the 5 ways.
Oh,
No.
Jesus. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, but we don't do motorcycles.
Yeah, but no, we don't do.
No. What? I didn't get the notifications they made a new one. Looks like I got some listening to Bill tonight. All right. You're welcome. I didn't get a lanyard. You didn't get a lanyard?
You don't get a lanyard?
I'm sorry. We might have been out. We were out for a little bit, but I blame myself.
I want a lanyard.
You didn't
Bobby.
get, I thought I sent you one, Bobby. Really? All right. Well, next time we send you something, I'll throw
What's
one
up
in
from
there.
Phoenix?
I didn't check to see if the speaker or if the stickers are available. I think they are. And Sue, of course, is not watching tonight because she's at Target, so she can't chime in and tell me if those were actually stickers or not.
All right, we have this one. What it says? Wayne.
Referring back to the Raptor
Yep.
question, if I want Waze and Android Auto, gotta go with the new head unit, bigger screen unit. No, you don't have to. Actually, to 2016. What you might want to wait for, and you can go back and watch it. You have two options that are going to be available to you. One is available now, and one is going to be available in a week, I think. I think next week. So
This is
that's
now.
upside down. So out right now is the PAC Audio RP 4K FD 2101. It's got a standard hole in it. If you want to put anything big in it, like a Halo or a Elevate, those will both go in here, and there'll be a floating screen.
Or regular stereo.
Or regular stereo. You can do whatever you want. You have the secondary control screen down here for your digital air conditioning, as well as also you can add up to 5 cameras.
Yeah.
You can get the optional 5-camera switcher. Otherwise, it will just hook up to your factory backup camera, and you can adjust the viewing angle of your backup camera from here if it has the dual angle or not. If it doesn't, no big deal. You retain your factory air conditioning controls. You retain either 2 or 3 buttons that you have on the top. The only thing with this is that the hub that is down low is not out yet. It's going to be shipping, so if you buy this kit, inside the box is a piece of paper that you can go and register, and in a month or two when the hub comes out, they'll go ahead and ship it to you.
Now for the backup camera, you have to buy the
model number is too short. For the 5-camera systems, they make a expansion module, which is this guy right here, which is this, which plugs in. This is the RPA16P5V, which will plug into this and give you the 5-camera option. Now, what's going to be available in a week is this guy right here. This is designed to replace the 8-inch My4 Touch with a regular double DIN radio. You might be able to do a Halo 309 with this. Now, this is designed. If you want to know more about this, we just did a video on this last week, where we put it into an F-150. This will work in anything this model year with an 8-inch My4 Touch. So this isn't just for an F-150, it's for all the cars and the SUVs too. So as you see, they have a cool Explorer on here. Now this will come with the hub. It comes with brackets. You remove the brackets off your factory radio, you attach them to the new brackets that these come with, and it's got this black trim and the hub all set and ready to go. Boom. And it comes with the harness. You do have to have a radio that is RR compatible in order for this to work. It does come with the harness to plug into the RR though. So those are your 2 options available for you right now. This one will be shipping the end of this week or next week. The other one is already available. There you go. Pick one. Go to town. Do you guys have a double DIN dash kit for a 2019 Hyundai Tucson? I can't find anything online. No, not yet. Not yet.
If you can find anything online,
no.
There's nothing in there.
No, I know there's not. I think what they did is they changed some of the texture of the dash, and that kind of screwed everything up. Hey, from Australia!
Hey, what's up, John?
Put another shrimp on the bobby. That was so lame. I'm sorry. Hello from Nebraska.
Thank you for... Oh,
Is it cold there yet? It's got to
thank
be
you for
cold in
watching.
Nebraska by now. You know, it was almost nice here. The weather is
Phoenix.
pretty good here. The last,
It's been pretty
couple
good
days.
last week and this week.
Yeah.
It's good. That was good. Yeah.
Awesome, I saw that video. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Any RR2s available? No.
Not yet.
We do have them. So for those of you that are curious about the RR2, so the RR2, hold on, let me grab it. So this is the new RR2. Now, if you have an RR1 currently, you'll be able to swap them out because the harnesses are the same. We checked that out the other day. But what's going to make the RR2 special once it becomes available to the public, like right when this first comes out for like the first 6 months, it's only going to be available through retailers. And the reason why is because they're designing the software for it, because it has 3 EXTs on it, and those 3 EXTs are going to be programmable. 91. Jeez, it's freezing. Wow, that's hotter than it is here. Wow. So those 3 EXTs are going to be programmable. So you'll be able to have them do all kinds of different things. Not just switching, but how the switches are triggered. So like on my Camaro kit, you have 4 buttons. You can program those 4 buttons to do the EXTs if you want, or you can just program the EXTs like you put the car in reverse, or door opens, or you go fast, or you go slow. There's a whole bunch of options that are programmable for you. So what they did is they had to build a generic web loader right now, to which you'll see in the video we're going to put out on this. The other thing that's cool about this is once all that gets done, then this is Bluetooth. So you'll actually be able to set this up without having to plug it into the updater.
Yeah,
you'll be able to do it on installation, like you can with the remote start style stuff where you just plug it in and OBD2 and boom boom. So the updater will be available. It's not update. So realistically, you're gonna I'm gonna tell you something like 6 months, and then Mark's gonna call me and say it's realistically not 6 months. It's like 4 months or some stuff like that. But when we first talked, it was about 6 months before this becomes fully available, meaning you can just buy it from whomever and flash it on your own.
Yeah.
But really the cool thing about this is those 3 EXTs. Being able to turn on and off things. Immediately people say, lighting, I'll be able to turn on lighting. Yes, you'll be able to turn on lighting, but think beyond that.
Yeah.
Think of just, like for me, I don't want to spoil it, because it's what's going to be in the video. But one of the things that's not going to be in the video, think about this. Like let's say you have a huge loud system in your car. You can hook this up to read the door trigger. Because remember, it's an RR, so it monitors when the door is open. Let's say you build a circuit that looks for the door being open. You have that triggered a relay, which goes to the remote turn on. So anytime the door opens, the stereo shuts off. Now you say, why would that be important? What if you have little Sebastians that don't understand the concept of, hey, you know, but let's say they're your niece and your nephews, so you don't actually want to flick that switch so people can get in and out of the back seat safely. So you decide you want to have that cool feature.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of different
neat
things. That was just the first thing that popped in my head, because you're one of those irresponsible people that wants them to open the door because you're too lazy to do it, but you don't want the loud system. So it's like you bang and it's like open the door. You know, some people are gonna be, they want the system to bang when the door opens. But
Hawaii.
What's up?
Yeah.
I'll be there next year in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I'm going to Maui again for our 25th wedding anniversary. Haley turns 21, and we married for 25 years.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, tell me about it. So that's the RR2. Pretty excited about that.
Never late, man. Never late to the party.
Never late. It's 70 in Wisconsin. See, that's more like it.
That's pretty cool.
All right, Dodge Journey.
Yeah.
You got that one or no? All right, Dodge Journey with clip harness and door jam. How hard? Oh crap! Never fails. How hard to get new wires to components? Drill through it and feed wires. Want new wires to components from amp. Yeah, so you should be able to drill through that one. Now, so the screwed up thing about the Dodge Journey. You have to, because it's a waterproof connection that clips together, and you have to make sure you maintain that waterproof connection no matter what. Exactly. Go visit. Yeah, we'll be in Mount. I've been there like 3 times, so it's I'm pretty sure. I know I've been there. Everything has too many consonants, too many vowels. Kind of like a Mickey Road and turn left. Anyways. So you have to make sure you maintain that waterproof connection on both sides. We had a guy with a Magnum come through here that somebody had done that, and the water had dripped into it and actually corroded out the whole harness. So I had to go through and drill the whole harness and solder wires on either end just to get him rocking and rolling again. It was really bad. The big mountain in Hawaii. Yeah, actually that's where we stay. Her aunt lives on the mountain. It's a fun run too, because it's like, shit.
So check metraonline.com. They should have something. If they don't have nothing for the 2019 Mitsubishi Outlander, you probably have to do like the hardwire way. We have a video how to do, and what was the car that we did it?
So is it, what were you trying to retain the backup camera?
Retain the backup
Skosh
camera.
also has some, so check Skosh, check Metro Online. One of those
Old
may
pack,
have it.
maybe.
I don't know if iData makes a smart harness for it. It may also retain the backup camera, so you can check there too. So the big mountain in Hawaii is the volcano. Anyways, that's the picture in the bathroom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the picture in the bathroom. And we actually have a picture of...
Oh, I've been there, yeah.
Yes, in the bathroom that I took. I had it printed, didn't like it, so I brought it here and put it in the bathroom.
No, I said I've been in the bathroom.
Haleakala. Yeah. I think we're going to do the sunset. Either the sunset or the sunrise.
Yeah.
You got to reserve that like way in advance. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
What are some good door speakers? 6.5s. I have 800 watts, Fortuner Crossfire amplifier. I'm looking for some good coaxials. Well, 800 watts is a lot of freaking power for a 4-channel. For some front speakers. So, I mean, geez. Wow. I mean, is it like 75 by 4 and then 150 at 2 ohms? So that's 800 watts. Or is it 100 by 4 at 4 ohms and 2? You know what I mean? So, I mean, when it comes to coaxials, you can get as crazy as you want. Focal makes K2 coaxials. So, I mean, you can go nuts if you really want some high-end, super coax. Hey, Sue, since you're here, the stickers available? Was that stickers I saw in the hallway the other day when I got home? I don't remember. I thought I asked, but I don't remember. But, you know, mildly priced, you know, Morel makes, everyone makes coaxials.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for, you know, it just really comes down to the type of music you listen to and what you're looking for. I mean, the TSDs that Alpine makes, that Pioneer makes are really nice. They make R-type, they make X-type coaxial 6.5s, which will sound amazing.
KS.
Kicker makes the KS coaxials. They make, so if you get the right 6.5 KS, there you go. The Hertz. HCX 6, yes, Hertz also. Hertz. So that would be, So, which is that the Cento or is that the Milli? I don't remember. Their model numbers just blow my mind. I can't remember all these things, and you're way more cool. Milli Pros. Milli Pros, Rockfords. There you go.
Yeah.
So, big beefy Rockford. Yeah, but the Rockfords only go up to the T1s and the coaxial line. There's so many bigger coaxials. That's one of the things that kind of just, Hey, from Norway, I have a 2013 Suburban. I want to swap the OEM head unit, but I want to retain the active guidelines in the rearview mirror and the rearview mirror camera. Is there
interface for that?
If it's in the rearview mirror camera, it's gonna stay in the rearview mirror. It's not. It doesn't move down. That's a standalone system that's built into it from the rearview mirror. Now, if you want to mirror them down, there's an adapter in the kick panel. I think you can tap into wires and solder an RCA into it there, or up at the mirror and run them down. So.
Yeah, it's plenty of speakers.
Yeah, but as far as if it's in the mirror, it stays in the mirror. If you want it, which you can move it down, but I will tell you, it looks like crap. Kicker Q coaxials. Yeah, which is funny. I didn't think of that because the thing that irritates me about the Kicker Q coaxials is they don't have components. So they make a really nice Kicker Q coaxial. 6x9, 6.5, but they don't make a set of components.
Well,
yeah, they don't make. They make 6. No, they make 6.5 components, but they don't make 6x9 components.
Oh, okay.
So
6x9.
It's kind of like
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not in the mirror. If it's not in the mirror, so order the iData harness, order the pack harness. They're all going to retain the backup camera. So and if they're the lines, I don't know because if that's built into the radio side, then they're going to be gone. The dynamic lines, if it has them, if they're built in the radio side, they're gone.
All right.
But there again, the iData is going to give you the most interaction back through the factory. So if they can be retained, they'll do it.
All right. So George said I got a 3.5 in the dash and 6x9 coax in the doors. Do I run them high pass or full? I have 12-inch in the back.
So what you're going to do is you're going to run them high pass. You're going to set the high pass for the 6x9, which is going to be somewhere between, depending on the type of music you listen to, let's say 60 to 80 hertz. But what you're going to need to do is pull that 3.5 back out, and you're going to need to put a 47 microfarad cap on it.
Craig, this is what we talk about when you asked the same question. Where we usually set the crossover points, we start at 80 normally,
we move up or down
and then we move up and down the pin.
So this is a 47 microfarad. This is actually 99. You want a 47 microfarad cap. You're going to attach this onto the positive lead of the speaker wire. What that's going to do is that's going to cross that 3.5 over higher at a 6 dB slope, which is okay. It's going to take all that bass away so that you can get a lot of volume out of it, and you're not tuning to the lowest common denominator. Otherwise, what's going to happen is that 3.5 is going to just hey life really fast. Backup cameras are retained.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
so
are
understand.
touchscreens. They have lines as a features. You just have to check the settings.
Still waiting for a company
Yeah.
to develop a 3-way 6x9. Okay, dude, it exists.
What?
Okay, well, you can make it yourself. If you get the Illusion Audio 3.5, it's a component built in as a 3.5. So the tweeter and the mid range are separate. Then you just buy anybody's 6x9 inch mid bass. So pick up like an Audio Frog 6x9 mid bass or something like that. Or you can buy just the standalone mid bass. There you go. You got a nice 3-way set. Bob's your uncle. Are there touchscreens that have lines as feature? Just check setting. No, they're cameras now. So here's the deal. The touchscreens aren't going to have the backup lines that are dynamic built into them. There's a lot of BS involved in that. It's going to be built into the camera. Most manufacturers are pulling their backup lines out of the radio. They don't want them in there because there's some obscure DOT law that says if you add images to the screen that could possibly, someone might be able to fall, and you're backing up and you could get sued. Whereas if it's built into the camera, it's not. The Echo Master cameras right now, the ones we use, like the tailgate or the license plate camera, actually has dynamic lines built into it that are centripetal force dynamic lines. Think of it as like a jet ski if you've ever ridden those. If you're under power and you're moving, it will turn. If you're not moving and you turn the steering wheel, you're going to keep going straight. So how these lines work is if you're rolling backwards and you turn, it will automatically turn the wheel for you. If not, it just pop back straight. But those are kind of the add-ons. Does Etra make a 6x9 plate like that? They make one. We don't have them over here. We actually only give those to Paul, but Metra does make a 6x9 plate.
Yeah.
If you're just looking like a generic 6x9 to 6.5 plate, they do make that. And then, of course, they also make a lot of their speaker adapters that already come with a 6.5 or a 6x9 in them. I don't have one to show you because, like I said, those we actually just give to Paul. If we need one, we make one from scratch.
All right. Using the ADPRS active, do I leave the amp crossover in full range?
Yes.
And the subwoofer amp and low pass all the way up? I mean, if it did low pass, that will be...
What?
Low pass filter. It's just
so I mean, it's a 3-way crossover.
Yeah.
So if you're running 3-way, we have a bottom for the tweeter, top for the mid-range, bottom for the mid-range, top for the subwoofer. That's it. That's 3-way. So you use the radio for all that. Good to know. I always rely more on camera lines because I've always felt those were more reliable. Yeah, Echo Master has 2 or 3 now. One is the little cube. One is the license plate frame.
Yeah.
And they're actually pretty good.
Hey, what's up, Mel? That's Mel.
Hey, it's Mel. Mel, I have your camera. I have to send it to you. It's on my. It's sitting on the desk. It needs to go out. I'm sorry. It's coming. Don't worry. It'll probably get in there just in time for winter.
Yeah,
which
maybe
means
next
you won't be
year,
riding
Mel.
at all with it, but it's coming.
Next year.
I want to add second rear camera to my 2019 Durango. Do you think there is enough room in the shark fin antenna? No.
Oof.
No, I don't. Yeah, no. No. I mean, no.
No.
I wouldn't do it. I would definitely not do it. That shark fin antenna is stupid expensive. If you screw that up, you're on your own. Do you guys have any new info about the Sony touchscreen radio they had at Knowledge Fest? Ada has one.
Ada actually make a video.
Did he make a video on it?
He
Is
make
it on Absolutes?
an Absolute Electronics. Yeah.
Absolute Electronics on Facebook. Ada has a video up. They sent him one. They did not send us one. Sony is way cooler with him than they are with us.
Well, actually, they pretty cool with us.
I mean, they gave us the GS9.
Yeah.
Well, they loaned us the GS9.
Yes, exactly.
Still
So we still have to make that video.
But SPL is here.
Just say no.
But yeah, I want. Okay.
But yeah, you can check it out. Check that video. They have. Yeah.
Good to know. Okay. All right. I'm just rereading some of these.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, Maestro RR and a Kenwood JVC deck would take care of the lines for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in the Maestro RR, when you're going to look up your vehicle on the RR iData site, Jesus, on the side it gives you things that it retains. If it says retain under the camera section, it should say dynamic lines. If the car had them and it can retain them, the RR will retain the dynamic lines. That's that. If it can't, it will tell you. If your car has them and it's not listed, on the bottom of the page is a number you can call and you can ask. More than likely, if it didn't make it onto the list, that doesn't mean necessarily it can't. It just means that it might just not have made it into the typing.
Craig.
So special.
Yeah, Craig. 80. Start from 80. Subwoofer and mid-range, and then you go from there, up and down, whatever. It's better.
A good budget 6.5. I always like to go with like a Kenwood Exelon, the Kicker CS.
Yeah.
Kicker CS. One of those two.
Australia.
I mean,
Besides
60
Jesse.
watts. Yeah, I mean, you probably find that RMS or Peak. Sure, they'll do it. What's up from Australia? Sorry, my phone cut out. Don't know if you answered the question on the crossover points. Is that the one you just answered, Craig?
Yep.
So to elaborate more on what Fernando said, if you ever watch one of the videos, we always, when an amplifier first comes in, we set the gains to 0. We try to get as close to 80 hertz on high pass and low pass as possible.
Yep.
Then once we get into the car and we start our tuning process, we're going to go up or down from there. So, if we roadkilled the doors and we put fast rings on and it's a pretty decent 6.5, more than likely we're going to start turning it down. Then again, you also have to talk to the guy who's going to be the end user and find out what kind of music he listens to. So if he's listening to straight up bass music 24/7, that 80 hertz is not a bad place to be, because you got to remember a lot of that music is over the 0 point. So it's like it's got a lot of boost in it. So at 80 hertz, at 12 or 24 dB, you're still going to be getting a ton of boost into that 6.5. So you're going to be driving up everything below the 80 hertz into it. So you're still going to get a decent amount of mid-bass in it. Now, if you're like me, and like right now I'm listening to Apple Music, I'm listening to the one of the jazz channels. That's 40.
Yeah.
Let them go crazy. 40.
Yeah.
Do you guys delete the video on setting up the gain on a sub-amp using a speaker and capacitor? Yes, Danny, we did delete that because we got a letter from Diamore himself commenting on how the video was done improperly and the things that were wrong. Luckily for us, we had linked to Bavard, or however he says it, the video, and that was what we had copied, so they had a conversation back and forth.
So it's nothing that we actually did, like...
It just was an improper representation of his tool, and he didn't appreciate it, so...
Yeah.
It's
and
his
then
tool.
he explained it, and it makes sense.
Yes, and he explained how it was improperly done and why the test wasn't right.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it is our job to deliver the most accurate information as possible when we do stuff, because it's just not about clicks.
No, and he's the guy making the product, so
so
he knows what he's talking about.
When he told us we didn't use his product properly, we turned it off. It's gone. It doesn't exist. So that's that, and Sue, our speaker. Sue, did she answer the sticker question? I don't know. Old man. Okay, yes, I'm an old man. Does audio control up and center in dash have interchange? I honestly have no idea. I've never taken it apart to find out. I'll check the Maestro stuff. Thank you. You're welcome. Most heavy metal and hard rock music, some rap, and a little country is what I usually listen to. There again, if you've properly soundproofed the door, 60 hertz isn't a bad place to be. There again, Just depends. Like 60 hertz at 24 dB, we do that all day long, and it does well. Sometimes we'll up it to 70, just because we're jamming out, and the door doesn't like it, or the speaker doesn't like it. Yeah, stickers are available.
Stickers are available.
Oh, thank God. So stickers are available. Woohoo! Yay! All right. Where the heck is it?
I got a bit right there.
I got it.
All right.
I should have named the show Stickers Are Available.
Denver, Colorado.
All right. So for all you guys have been waiting for stickers to come back in stock, they're in stock. Now, your home address to 5-star stickers at yahoo.com will get you cool stickers. And I actually have some here because somebody gave us the wrong address. So, Root Monster, if you're watching, apparently yours got sent back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Root Monster. So if you send us email us, you get a big sticker and 2 small stickers to do whatever you like with. And of course, somewhere in here is a cool thank you for subscribing and all that neat stuff. So that's what you get when you send your home address to 5-star stickers at yahoo.com.
There you go.
Still waiting on my... Oh, well, you didn't win a pair yet, Robert.
Okay, any words of wisdom?
Yeah, any words of wisdom?
Yeah, on installing an amp, a 2014 Mazda 3 with a Bose system. I see the pack has the amp pro for the card to get the RCA outputs.
They do? On a Mazda?
On a Mazda 3. Okay.
An amp pro?
It's 2014.
But not a Mazda. I mean, unless the Ford works.
I mean, it's
possible.
Yeah.
I mean, anything's possible. I
haven't looked, but but we don't have the video. We don't have any video for the Mazda 3. I have to check it out.
I would buy I'd buy the Alpine radio and the Metra kit. Put it up top.
Okay.
Because Metra makes a kit for the Alpine radio, so you can put a double din up top, pull out the factory ugly top screen. But it has, I mean, you know, that's what I would do.
All right, Leo say, hi guys, I'm looking to replace...
home address is needed. Unfortunately, I can't email them. Yeah, yeah. There's some people that put their email address, and it's like, what am I gonna do with that?
What's up, Butch?
Speaking of stickers, thank you, Butch, for the stickers.
Thank you for the
That's
stickers, man. Yeah,
sticker
all right. Leo say, hey guys, I'm looking to replace my
Next
amp
time, bro. Next time.
in my Hyundai Santa Fe 2016 sub with the Addison DSP.
Okay.
With the speakers, Addison speakers.
Okay. Sir.
Have you in the past ever put a video showing the similar work on the vehicle? Reference.
What kind of vehicle?
It's a Hyundai Santa Fe 2016. It's the SUV.
I mean, we've done a couple Hyundais but I don't think they're labeled under Hyundais per se. There might be.
I mean, 6.5. I mean, nothing.
I mean,
nothing crazy.
No, I mean,
actually, I think it's pretty simple because the speaker, they screw it in, you take it out.
That one's not drilled, right?
No, it's not drilled.
But Metra makes the adapters.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to go to Metra and get the adapters. Mm-hmm. And then, as far as, is he integrating into his factory radio? Is that what he's doing?
All right. So
does it have a premium sound system?
I don't. It doesn't say.
So
it's just a Hyundai Santa Fe 2016.
If it doesn't have the premium sound system, go over to Metra or Access and get the DSP T harness. I gotta bring more of those over here because we don't have any of those over here to show them. But Metra makes the DSP T harness so that you can just plug in behind the radio and get all your speaker in and out. And if you wanted to, pardon me, you could also just use their DSP.
Mm-hmm.
Ada loves it. I'm not, Ada loves it. 2010 Acura TS with how do I disable ANC? We talked about that earlier at the beginning of the show. Typically in an Acura, the ANC is either behind the pocket,
on the top,
under
on the center,
the glove box. We pull it down, look up, or it's under the center channel.
Mm-hmm.
That's where that's at.
I'm still waiting for my Rockford sunglasses. Really, Robert? Robert bring Hoy?
I would use the pack. I would use the Alpine, but got CarPlay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it has a factory system.
What does?
The Hyundai. The
Okay.
Hyundai or the yes.
So I mean, if it's not the premium audio system, I would just go get the T harness from Access.
Factory
Well, yeah.
system.
Well, it has a factory system, but it's a factory radio. If it doesn't have the premium system with
sound
amplifiers,
system.
I mean, if it's got the amplifier system, then you go back and watch any of our videos, like the how to figure out if your car has variable voltage or fixed. Like the red Honda, we just did that not too long ago.
Yeah.
And that's actually, that video is put into Trusted Tech video, so that's actually inside of that. Can you repeat what you said about the ANC? ANC in an Acura is either underneath the center channel speaker if it has one.
Okay.
Pull down the glove box, above the glove box, or it's behind the pocket in the center of the dash. It's a little silver box. It's about 3 inches by 1 inch by 2.5. The plugs are going to be on one side. They're always a silver box. It's got a black plug, single one plug, and that's it. So,
That's funny. His name King Win.
yeah.
King Win. That's pretty good. All right.
Oh, okay, no problem.
For all these people that actually answered the questions to you guys, thank you again.
Should I replace the prime amps for the Kicker CX amps?
Should I replace one?
Hold that thought, Robert.
Justin, not Denver. Who's in
Colorado.
Denver, Colorado.
I don't know.
Ah, man.
Isn't it Aspen? No. What is the one company called? Are they in Denver?
Who? Spokane?
Spokane.
No,
Oh.
they're in Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, man, I don't want to say a
Hey,
name
Felicity.
that, you know,
Yeah, I don't know
we're
anybody.
working on that, you know. We actually
not.
now,
We're not working on it at all.
well, now
No.
that we know more people, like
Yeah, we're
Martin
still not
Dean
working on
and
it.
everything.
I mean, I'm not putting any effort into it
Right,
whatsoever.
right.
Because I've tried. I mean, that's the whole purpose when we go to
Yeah.
Knowledge Fest, is to get these guys to come on to the show so they can tell people
And
where
they don't
they're
wanna
at,
come
and
to
they
the
don't wanna
show.
come on
I
the
don't know
show.
why. Exactly.
I don't know how much more I have to hold these guys' hands, you know? So, you know.
You know what? I almost hold.
So
I almost
here's
his
a
hand.
thought. When I post a picture on Instagram, I always type in Florida. Obviously 5-star, but I always type in Florida. So maybe do a search for hashtag Florida and car audio and see if you can find anyone in that area that puts up really cool pictures
Colorado, yeah.
on Instagram in Colorado. So search hashtag Colorado, hashtag car audio, hashtag car stereo.
Yeah.
Do that search.
Yeah.
And I'll come on the show someday.
Yeah, man.
Yes, you will.
Yeah. We have a chair for you.
Don't drive here from Colorado. I mean, we've had Iowa, but there's somebody up there. Trust me, I know there's somebody up there. But do those searches and find out. Focal Flax or Mervrel Virtus. So the easiest way to think about that one is the type of tweeter that you want. Okay, they're both exceptional speakers. They both have phenomenal mid-bass. And they both sound incredible. The Flax is going to be a little bit more sharp, and the Morale will be a little more soft. So for me, I like soft. I go that way. You like sharp,
Full call, yeah.
so you go that way. But that's really the difference. Mid bass and all that, very very similar. Just wow.
Yeah.
You know, so they're both very good.
Oh yeah. Okay, I never see you run speaker wires. Is that the blue?
Yeah, that's the blue stuff.
The blue bundle. Yes, that's the 9-wire conductor.
Oh, hey, my
wire.
razor knife. It's put away. That's always nice. All right, hold on. Hold on. All right, so this is a product called Speedwire from Stinger. If you talk to Nathan, he's going to be the guy that says it was his idea, but we don't know how true that is, so we'll just leave it at that, because I'm sure as soon as I say it was his idea, someone will come on and say it was their idea. Either way, the idea was to make life easier for us people trying to put this stuff in cars. So what we have here is a 9-wire, sometimes, hold on, they put this insulator in here that's really annoying. But this is the speaker wire. We use this for multiple things. It's a twisted pair, or twisted throughout the cable, so this will work as signal. So you can use it as high level, Meaning what we'll do when we're doing high level, low level type situations is we'll run a piece of this forward and a piece of this backward. So it'll have the RCA signal wire coming over it as well as the output back up to the radio for the power. But you have a set of whites, grays, purples, and greens, and also a blue remote turn on. So this makes everything super easy, super nice. It's about the size of a piece of 4 gauge, so it will run in the carpet. We'll run this, when we're doing this system, we'll typically run the power 4 gauge down one side, and then we'll run 2 rows of this down the other side if we're doing high level, low level. Otherwise, we'll run this along with a RCA, which is back there. I really like the Stinger 4000s for most of our installations. Mainly because it's a flat cable. There are better cables, there's no question about it, but like this is the 4-channel. They make up to a 6-channel, but as you can see, it gets super flat. So that'll lay nice inside of, see, look at that. Isn't that sexy? That'll lay nice into a floor sill. We haven't had any issues with them, which to me is what I like. I don't like problems. You can take the 3/4 inch braided looming, TechFlex, whatever you want to call it.
Did you say how much power you can run?
Through this?
Yeah.
I mean, we've run a lot through this. We've run over 110, 150.
Yeah.
150 watts? I think we've run 150 watts through. No, we run 150. We're on 180. We've done 180. Yeah, we've done 180 through this, no problems.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's been in there for a
really,
really long time. You got to remember, limited frequency response. I mean, you're not running 20 to 20 through this stuff, guys.
If you actually worry about that, I mean, you can. If you able to run your wires,
if you're worried about it, just do the math.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Do the math. Install Infinity reference components in my car. After studying your install on the same vehicle, you made it a little easier. Perfect.
William.
No.
William, yes, you can run speed wire on the PDX V9, no problem.
Oh yeah, we do it all the time.
Yeah.
Do it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an 18 gauge wire, sure, but it's 100% copper. It'll handle a PDX V9. I can tell you that right now. We've done dozens of PDX V9s, both input and output. SpeedWire has made my install so much faster and cleaner. I remember having to label 4-channel. Yeah, so I mean, back in the day, Stinger used to make, they make gray and white still, but they used to make gray math, right? They used to make white, they still make white and gray, but they used to make white, gray, green, and purple. There we go, keeper of the time. You're slacking, you're 3 minutes off. But they don't make that anymore, and that was a pain, but it was fun. And with that, we're going to call it a day. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Monday. We're back at it. Fun shows, here we go. You guys have a wonderful evening. Remember, DNF Tool Drawer is a place where you can find all the cool tools we use. Well, actually, I got the cards here. So if you want stickers, DNF right here, stickers. DNF Tool Drawer is a place you can go find all the cool tools we use. We haven't put a podcast up in a while, but the old ones are there. Yeah, and of course, you can support us on Patreon. Yay!
That's it.
Oh, Teespring/store/5-star. You get cool t-shirts. All right, guys. That's it for tonight. We'll be back on Saturday. We'll be live tomorrow with 5 minutes on 5-star because I think we'll have something to talk about tomorrow. So lots of fun. See you guys later. Bye.